months ago, we got the first trailer for S.S. Rajamouli's next movie that's called Varanasi. And I know it wasn't really a trailer, it was more like a teaser to a trailer because, you know, there was just some stuff going on. It was like an announcement with this big actor that's like, it was pretty sick. But I've been getting some requests to check out this new trailer that came out a couple days ago for a different movie. It's called Ramayana. Now, I have no idea what it means. I have no idea what this movie's about or who it's about or who's working on it or whatever. So I'm going into this completely blind. I'm kind of excited because I really have been trying to get into more Indian cinema from Bollywood, Hollywood, that sort of thing. So I'm hyped to see this. And before we get the ball rolling, please, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean everything to me. It would make me so happy. Okay, we're here. Let's see what we got. Ooh. What's this? Wait a minute. That was some big guy. Wait a minute. Let me go back there for a second. Look at that. And it doesn't look half bad. Whenever the world descends into chaos. What? That's giving some Varanasi vibes. He is always the answer. He looks kind of cool, kind of majestic. Ruling our hearts for over 5,000 years. Ooh. I'm getting a sense of grandeur here. Our protector. And some not bad CG. The legend. Ooh. I like this epic music going on. Time Oscar-winning Deneg. Wait, I know! I've seen that name before. Hang on. Deneg, wait a minute. Oh, okay, it's the visual effects company. I know I've seen the name before. Okay, nice. So no wonder the effects look so good. Okay. Nitesh Tiwari. Not familiar with that name. We celebrate the greatest of all time. Whoever this guy is, he's goated. Rama. What? Uh-oh. Ooh! Ramayana, okay. Our truth, our history. Look at that! It's in the sky! And it looks great! Oh, okay, film for IMAX? Yeah. Yo! The visuals in there are beautiful. I can see why you guys were asking me to react to that. That looks good. It's clearly it looks big in scope and scale. The visual effects, the CGI doesn't look half bad. And that flying building tower thing looked really nice. Again, unless I couldn't make it any more obvious, I have no idea what the story is about or you know, what it's based on, if there's any, like, you know, real history to it, like if this is some like mythological stuff. I'm sure it is because obviously there was like some big giant things and some magical stuff going on. But regardless, is this like a folk tale? Is this like some folklore? Or is this like some mythology? Kind of like with the Varanasi trailer, what this does, and it really gives a huge cinematic vibe and sense. And that's something that, again, I would love to see happen more often here in the States, here in Hollywood. This feels something that's very personal, that feels like it's very embedded in the DNA of the culture. And I gotta give him props for that. I really do have to give him props because there's something going on. There's something epic going on there. Now, is Hans Zimmer a part of this? I mean, from what I saw, yeah, Hans Zimmer's name is on this video. So is he contributing to the score in some sense? That would be sick. Hans Zimmer is a legend. And something about this Ramayana trailer that I want to acknowledge is it takes its time. It takes its time, and it does ramp things up, but there's a really epic score and music going on throughout the entire teaser. And I think it does build up some suspense, it builds up some intrigue, but more than anything, this does leave me wanting more. I want to see more of this movie in any capacity. I made a video not that long ago saying that Hollywood needs to really just take notes about what Bollywood and Tollywood have been doing over the years. I used S.S. Rajamouli as a prime example because his movies are the ones that I'm most familiar with right now. I mean, I've talked about RRR and how much I love it, and his Baludesi movies that I've seen, like they're great stuff, and he's done great work, and this clearly seems to be in that same sort of vein or direction. Before a teaser, this was nice. This hit a lot of the notes that I feel like it needed to hit, because it clearly is some kind of epic, some kind of story that has some fantastical elements to it, but also just has this grand sense and scope, and that's gonna work so well, especially in IMAX. If it looked this good now for the teaser, just wait till the real movie comes out. I hope it comes out in the States. I hope I have an opportunity to actually watch it in its entirety. It looks like a lot of fun, and it just looks epic. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about this teaser, and until next time, peace.